at the party leader of the ODM party, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, who is also the leader of Azimio. Someone in Azimio is trying to question Raila Odinga's commitment to holding the government to account. The basis of the doubt is the fact that some 5 of our former officials joined the Kenya Kwanza administration to help steady the nation. We wish to restate that the fact remains what our party leader, Right Honorable Raila Odinga, has said before. There is no agreement between ODM and Kenya Kwanza that makes the two joint partners in government. We have no coalition agreement with the Kenya Kwanza government as ODM. In response to a national emergency and the need to steady the nation, ODM agreed to release in their individual capacities the members who have been tapped by the president. These are former deputy party leaders Ali Hassan Joho, Wycliffe Oparanya, the former national chairman John Badi, and the former secretary for political affairs Honorable James Opio Wandai, and former member of the National Elections Coordinating Committee Ms. Beatrice Askul. The party leader has explained, and we reiterate, that these members have not joined the government as representatives of the party, but as individuals whom the president felt have the capacity to add value to his administration and help the country achieve the desired goals. No Sen leader or political party should celebrate the collapse of the nation. Consequently, when the president tapped on these members, the party responded to the distress call of the nation and released them to serve the people of Kenya. As a party, however, ODM will continue to play its minority role alongside other parties to push for accountability, transparency, equity, and delivery of services to the people in a cost-effective manner. Having said that, let us make a few things clear. As a party, we will not agree to engage with anyone acting in bad faith and with ulterior motives. On the matter at hand, the questioning of ODM and the Right Honorable Raila Odinga's commitment to opposition, our partners are not acting in good faith. They are hiding behind the 4 gentlemen and 1 lady who joined government and using it to try and wrestle the leadership of the Houses of Parliament from ODM. We find that unacceptable, and we wish to reiterate the obvious. The House leadership is about numbers in the House and not those in government. As we speak, ODM has the highest numbers of MPs professing and committed to Azimio ideals and principles. Majority of the MPs from a number of other coalition parties long went to bed with the Kenya Kwanza in Parliament. This has to be about the sacrifices made. Thus far, ODM has borne the highest brunt in terms of casualties, people killed, maimed, or wounded while expressing opposition to the Kenya Kwanza policies. Demonstrations have not begun this year or last year. ODM and protests are synonymous. We have borne that cross over decades and suffered heavy casualties, all the time, never apportioning any blame. Our members have been forthright and honorable enough to declare that they are joining the government. The 5 have been honorable enough to relinquish their party positions instead of clinging to opposition leadership while serving in the government at the same time. The party leader has been forthright enough to explain that the 5 have joined in their individual capacities to do national duty and not as representatives of party. That is ODM. We act transparently, honorably, and accountably. Finally, as a party, we will not accept any continued attempt to use Raila Odinga as a human shield and any continued attempt to twist him into endorsing anybody at this stage, or any continued attempt to use him as an excuse for the failure of leadership in individual constituent parties of Azimio. And we will not accept the use of Raila Odinga's bid for the African Union Commission chairmanship to be used to pass ill-intentioned remarks disguised as well wishes and to twist him on Azimio matters. Raila has earned his candidacy for the AU chairmanship. We are proud that he is the leader of our ODM party and our coalition, Azimio. We are grateful to the government for standing with him And we are grateful to the many African leaders who are considering him for this position. As a party, we will only be too proud to donate Honorable Raila to the continent. I thank you. Our deputy party leader will add from there.
Thank you very much. I just want to reiterate the statement that has been read by our party chairperson to be the true position of our party. And we want to say that ODM cannot and shall never be intimidated. We are a party that stands for justice, democracy, and a party that has fought for against the ills committed towards Kenyans for many years. So we will continue to uphold those values, and we will not be intimidated by anyone, either within Azimio coalition or even outside Azimio coalition. On the matter of Azimio coalition, I want to state categorically that ODM does not have a coalition agreement with the Kenya Kwanza or UDA. If those who are telling us that we are in government care, I want to advise them to read the Political Parties Act, which is very clear that parties can only get into a coalition arrangement if they sign a coalition agreement and have it filed with the registrar of political parties. If you care, members of the media, I want to request you to visit the office of the registrar of political parties and find out whether there is any coalition agreement between ODM and Kenya Kwanza. There is none. So when they tell us that we have joined government, on what basis are they saying that? Is there any coalition agreement? There is none. So we think that these people are just playing drama, and the ODM is such a serious party which is not ready for drama. We are a party that has huge representation across the country, and we cannot be intimidated. Azimio, ODM is a principal partner in Azimio coalition. We cannot be lectured by some of our junior partners in the party, in the coalition, that we leave coalition. In fact, some of the partners in the coalition, we are even questioning their status in the coalition. Jubilee Party, for example, when Honorable Kioni talks about Jubilee, which Jubilee is he talking about? We know we have two factions in Jubilee. We have the Sabina Chege's Jubilee, and we have Kioni's one-man Jubilee. You cannot intimidate a big party like ODM. I think, Mr. Kioni, we want to advise you to read the law and to visit the office of the registrar of political parties. And I want also to caution them that any attempt to push ODM out of Azimio will be very detrimental to those people who are pushing that arrangement, because ODM will still remain a single major party in the opposition based on the numbers that we have in the National Assembly and in the Senate, and that cannot change. In fact, I'm also inviting them to read the standing orders of National Assembly and the Senate, and they will discover that maybe only Wiper is the only parliamentary party in the National Assembly, but the rest have no status. They gain their status based on the numbers of ODM. So, Honorable Wamalwa Eugene, shut up. Shut up. In fact, some of your members have already declared support for ODM in the House, and we are considering to put them in committees. So, I am speaking as a deputy party leader of ODM, and we are saying ODM cannot be intimidated just because we have allowed a few of our members to join government. And in any case, these members had to resign from their positions before joining government.
Thank you.
Those of us who watch football, you know very well, one team can loan its members to play for another team. Mm-hmm. And when they loan their members, those other members cannot come back and play for this other team. In fact, they can play against their their parent team. So this is common. We are not going to be intimidated as a party, as a big party within the opposition. ODM is the lead party in the opposition, and we are going to remain so, and we are going to point out ills of this government, regardless of the fact that a few of our members are in government.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes?
Before the question, can I?
Yeah.
I just want to debunk the lie by Honorable Kioni that Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga actually did not say the truth when he said that he'd spoken to the former president of this country. I would like to say that the former president, President Uhuru Kenyatta, is a statesman, and he can speak to Raila anytime he wants. I want to ask Kioni, is he telling us that he is in a position to tap telephone calls of every person in this country? Mheshimiwa Raila does not need to lie that he spoke to Uhuru Kenyatta to cleanse himself as purported by Kioni. Cleanse himself from what?